Yo, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there that are active in their kids' lives. And if you don't have any kids, shout out to you also if you're just an active role model to younger kids of this generation. Let's get it. All right, man, let's hop right into this thing now. So I just want to give a little side story here. I will have time steps, so if you want to pass by. But this is some really good stuff here. So we all know that Scott, he is the creative director at EA. So he oversees not only college football, but he also oversees Madden. So, you know, very, 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 very huge integral part of what we see with college football and with Madden. And he obviously came from 2K, and most people know I've been with 2K as a creator, playing a big part for, you know, their releases and that type of stuff as a creator. And he left 2K when I literally came in. Like, so when I was coming in, maybe like a couple weeks later, he went to EA. And everybody was, in my circle, who I dealt with at 2K, they were really down about it. It was like, dang, like, you know, Scott's leaving. Like, just talking about all the good, positive things he done for the game and just for, you know, just in general, just who he was as a person. So I knew he was a big integral part of 2K, and he was highly missed when he left 2K and he went to EA, right? So fast forward now, Scott, I mean, obviously, I'm pretty sure Scott, I now know, and I'm gonna show you why Scott actually knows who I am, but it's dope and been reconfirmed because yesterday he replied to a tweet. So my guy Gator P, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Gator P, man, he said, "Don't take Unk's account, fam." And then Scott replied, "Nope, I always appreciate the love, I just saw it," with a laughing emoji. So he just saw, or he's just recently got a hold of my videos that I've been dropping, and it just reconfirms now that he's messing with it. So basically what that means is I can go full gear in this thing. I ain't gonna go too crazy, Scott. But I do appreciate that. And another thing is, yo, let me tell you why I feel like he's a real one, man, because there's this kid, man, weirdo. This is a weirdo, right? He's dropping content, and it's right here. You can see right here. It's called his name is Pushin' Peter, right? And he's literally taking content from my videos and he's posting it in this huge form, right? Very huge form where, you know, everybody can get the gist of things. And people were telling me like, yo, like, you know, this dude's, but I wasn't caring about it. But then Scott, look at Scott, man. Look at Scott. Look at the creator director of EA. Look at the bottom. The dude says, so the guy Kodak was like, yo, we need our man Scott to explain. And Scott coming to thing was like, is this from my guy Uncle Demi's video, LOL? Right? Like, are you taking Uncle Demi's stuff and you posting it in these forums like they're yours? Right? So, yo, man, hey, yo, salute to Scott, man. Not only, you know what I'm saying, is he showing love for the videos, but he's also protecting the property by saying like, dog, like, stop posting stuff that is not yours. Or if you want the explanation to what's going on here, you might want to source Uncle Demi's video so people can watch it and take a listen in. So again, man, shout out to Scott, dog. That's a massive W, yo. So anyway, let's get into what we came here for today, right? So the big one that I wanted to go over with is, oh no, obviously there's a couple that I want to go over with, but the one that I wanted to start off with is going to be recruiting in Dynasty. So and just wanted to just focus on this recruiting page of the prospect list, because this is just so different than what it was last year. There's so much juice right here that we can pick up from it that it just makes sense to focus on this, because even though there was lots of other changes, to me, this right here is a massive quality of life upgrade. So let's just start at the top. Team needs. You no longer have to press R3, even though you see at the bottom it says R3 team needs. It's already right there for you. So when you're recruiting, and let's say for instance you got 28 recruits, now you're like, all right, cool. Usually what I like to do when I have my 28 recruits, my board's filled, I want to go back and check and see, well, dang, do I need certain positions that need to be recruited? And now it's right there while you're scrolling, look at your prospect. You can be like, all right, bet, I need an edge. So I can go to the edge and do it. Instead of having to press R3, do that. And then, you know, when you press circle, get out of that, it just puts you right back to the recruiting board again. So then you gotta go back over to the prospect list. So that right there alone is just a quality of life change that you'll be able to just look at and be able to take care of. Then, of course, as you can see, the name changes have been changed. So you see you have Will, right down there. And then you have the Will linebacker, then you have a Sam, and then you have a Mike, okay? So if you're new to football, Sam is strong, so S, Sam. Will, weak for weak side linebacker, and then Mike for middle linebacker, Mike, okay? Then you also have edges. You have the right edge, and you have the left edge, okay? So again, those are some little changes and adjustments or quality of life adjustments that you will now have, whereas beforehand, you know, come on, let's keep it a stack. Well, let me phrase this. People that knows football knows that there's strengths and weaknesses. There's a reason why someone's playing weak side linebacker. There's a reason why somebody's playing strong side linebacker. There's different types of abilities and qualities you need to be able to play the strong side. If you're strong side, you're playing with the side with a tight end, which in reality means that not only do you have to be able to cover the tight end, but you also need to be able to stop the run, because most likely people like to run the ball to the strong side. Your weak side line, well, man, I don't want to go down that, but y'all get the gist of things. So it's just dope to be able to see that, right? So you have those, you have those that's placed in there. So again, just off this menu alone, we picking up so much more information that has been changed. Transfer portal, we wasn't able to get any information on transfer portal. So if you're in the comment section and you can let us know about the transfer portal, by all means, that'd be dope to let us know. Even though I'm pretty sure there probably will be some adjustments and changes there, but we just don't have it. My school was the same. It was the same, just about, you know, like your stadium atmosphere, academics, all that. That kind of page looked the same. There wasn't anything different from there, okay? So that's what I pulled out from this recruiting aspect, from this page, and this is the only one I want to talk about because I felt like that was some information there that made a lot of sense to do, okay? All right, so now let's check out the edit menu. And again, I just want to point out, as you can see right here, obviously it looks different from a aesthetic, right? It's different, you know, like the gray boxes is different, that type of deal. But what I want to point out is that now you will be able to see, as you see, it says 87 and then +1. So now when you're here, you'll actually know that you have a +1 already based upon your coaching abilities, right? Your coaching abilities already boosted that to an 88. So even though it says 87, you know in the game you really have an 88. But to me, that makes a lot of sense, and that's something that, you know, is again a quality of life, because I never thought about that. I remember when I would always go there and look, it was just always, you just didn't know off rip like how much boost she was getting unless you went to the actual roster and then saw the plus signal on the roster, the view roster portion of it. But now you'll be able to see that right here as an 87 +1, so you'll be able to see that, right? To me, I think that's dope, right? That's another quality of life adjustment that you will now be able to utilize. And again, to me, I feel like that's a W, right? There's just little things like that add up, right? At the end of the day, it's a W. All right, and last but not least, now we're looking at the physicals. And again, if you look at the physicals here, you can see this arrow pointing that says not met. So it's locked, and it's letting you know that it has not been met, and that's just something different. You know, that's a little lock key right there that's saying this just hasn't been met. This menu pretty much is the same. It's going to let you know about all the physicals. As you can see, it says silver is required 87 under pressure. You currently have an 82, so that's good, right? All that's pretty much good. There's nothing else that changed other than I saw that. But again, if you just want to see just the menu, like obviously I'm doing two things, right? I'm just showing you what these screens look like, and then also what little changes I did see. Now, if I miss anything, please let me know in the comment section so we all can see, right? Again, you have a lot of stuff that's been put out here. You just don't know what, sometimes you know, what I'm missing, if I could be missing something or not. So again, that's what I saw from the two shots. But again, y'all let me know if y'all see anything that's differently, but that's all I saw. That, you know, you'll get this little thing here that says not been met. And everything else, as I'm looking around, I don't see anything that's jumping out to me that lets me know that there's something new here, right? The health was different. We already went over uniforms, that type of stuff, so I don't really care about that one. But that is pretty much it on this aspect of the game. Well, all right, my nephews and nieces, that is the end of the video. If you liked it, all I ask is please make sure you drop a like and subscribe. And as usual, your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. I'll be back really, really soon on the banger, man. You know, when I say back soon on the banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.